Welcome back to Operation 8th Air Force for turn 20. This will be the turn for the Japanese and the Italians. We're just going to sort of bang these turns out just so that the more important and more interesting battles can take place. So really, there's not a lot in this because this is the last turn. I'm not even going to spend all my money. There's kind of no point. I'm not going to roll for tech. Because nothing we roll for is going to have any kind of impact anyway. I mean, we could roll for jet fighters and get to stage 3, that doesn't get us anywhere, and we could finish our advanced artillery, but again, I'm not going to bother with that anyway. So Japan had, I think it was 65 in the bank. We're going to buy 5 infantry for 15. We're going to buy militia and a medium armor for 8. And then we're just going to buy 3 fighters for 30. So that gives us, that's 30, 38, 50, 53. So we're not even going to spend all that money. I just kind of no point. All right, let's just get into some combats. Okay, so the only real combat for us that we're interested in will be over the other side of the board. So I'm just going to take you over there. So that we're going to have a crack at invading Sydney. I don't like our chances, but I think it's a bit of a suicide mission, but just for fun. I wouldn't do this if this was, midway through the game, because I just don't like our odds, but why not? So we're going to bring the destroyer out of Sea Zone. P-62 is going to pick up the Marine from Dutch New Guinea and come over 1, 2, 3, and he's going to participate in that invasion force, as well as everything that I've got here in P-53. So P-53 will be the 8 heavy battleships which will come down. They'll be bombarding. I'll just bring this card. Why don't I just do that? So from P-53, 1 in 64, 2 into 71, and 3 into... where we got 1, 2, 1 into 64, 2 into 71. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got a major port here in New Britain, haven't we? Yep. Okay, I was thinking, how the heck am I getting down there? But yeah, we're all good. So 3 into 72 for the assault onto Sydney. So going in will be 6, 7, 8 more Marines. That's a total of 9 Marines so far. 2 infantry and the medium armor. I made a rookie mistake, as Bruce pointed out, by landing the tactical on New Britain instead of on the carrier, which was pretty stupid of me because it actually doesn't have range because there's no airbase there. That was silly me. So it would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has no valid landing spot and there need to be a 6. So that tactical can't make it. So basically we've just got what's on the card here for, so we had a capacity of 8 with our regular transports, plus we have 3 destroyers, so that gives us 11. And then we had this further destroyer here that was sitting in P-62, so there should be 12 units that we can transport. So we've got our, just making sure, we've got our 6, 7, 8, 9 Marines, 10, 11, 12. So providing those 12, supporting those bombards will be the 8 heavy battleships they'll be bombarding. There is a fortification there, so that gets dropped down by 1. And then there is the battle cruiser, which will be providing the last bombard. So there'll be a total of 9 bombards into Sydney. 3 rounds to get it done. Let's see if we can get it done, and then we'll get into some non-combat. And it's going to be pretty quick because, like I said, there's not going to be much going on apart from probably the battle in Rihe. And so we'll just move some stuff, or shuffle some stuff around in there, and that'll be a pretty quick turn. All right, let's get to this battle. So might as well just bring the dice tray down here and the dice. Now let's set it up over here, a bit more room. And that can be there. And I get my dice. The other thing that we're doing is we'll also be bombing the port here in, where am I? In Midway. So that's the other one. So I did reach out to Bruce if he wanted to scramble. So in Midway, we still got this fleet here with the damaged battleships, the 2 fighters and the medium bomber. So we'll just for completion, I'll roll out the AA and that battle first. So the D6 will be the medium bomber on the port, 6 damage, and yeah, it doesn't get shot down. So that just gets damaged again. Pit that fleet in port. I don't think 6 is, I think 5 might be the maximum damage for a major port, but I'd have to look that up. But anyway, does the same effect. All right, so let's let's get to this battle here, because this is the one we're more interested in. So let's start with our bombards first. So like I said, he's got that fortification. So they'll be at a 3. Because I'm pretty sure heavy battleships bombard at a 2. What are they at a 5? No, they'll be at a 5, so they'll be at a 4. Alright, need some dice. I'll reach over, grab some more dice. Sorry about this, 1 second. Okay, so we've got our 8 bombards from the heavy battleships that were at 5s, now they're down to 4s. 6, 7, 8. So 8 at 4. Let's see what we get. So it looks like we only get 1. That's pretty crap. That's not a good start. So 1 bombard there. So he'll lose. I have him with 5 militia. So he's down to 4 militia. I probably should have covered off on the disposition here before I got started. So in Sydney, I've got 1 Anzac airborne, 1 artillery, 1 motorised, 1 air transport, 1 fighter, 1 US tactical. He did have 5 militia, and I have him with 6, 7, 8 regular infantry. So that's where we're at. All right, so bombards are done, and we only got 1 hit, so pretty average. So now we've got the 1 bombard for the battle cruiser. That'll be at a 2 because of the fort. So he'd normally be at a 3, and he does nothing as well. So those are done. Now we've got the returning. He's got an artillery first strike, so he's got an artillery at a 3. And I'm pretty sure Sydney is mountains as well, so this is really going to be suicidal. So he misses with his first strike. So now we've got our landing infantry, which are, well, Marines and infantry, which will be 8, 9, I think it was 11. Yeah, there was 11 total all at once. So this is some real pie in the sky nonsense. So I don't like our chances here at all. So we got 11. Yeah, this is suicide. 11 at 1. Yeah, we get 1 hit there. That's 12. That's cocked, but I'll say that's 12. So we got 1 more hit. So he'll lose another militia. So now he's down to, well, he's down to 3 militia, but he's still got 1 to shoot back. So that's that. Then we've got our medium armor. Actually, no, medium armor won't be getting off because it's not until the 2nd round. So then all we've got is 2 fighters. This is just, this is a disaster already. So 2 fighters at 6 off the carrier. 1 more hit, so he'll lose another militia. Then he's actually, I've forgotten 2. He's got his 2 first strikes with the fort. Shit. Oh, it's kind of cocked. That's 11, 4, and 3. So let's roll that again. Well, that's a 2. So that's kind of screwed things up already. Because I shouldn't have rolled one of those dice. Yeah, We'd have to PBE that, and that's a nuisance. All right, let's keep going. All right, so he's got his. This could be all over this round anyway. So in response, he's got his 4 militia firing back. They're going to be +2 because of the fortification on the first round. So they'll be at 4. 2 hits. So we're going to take Marines because it's double casualties on the first round. This is not going to work. And then he's got 8 infantry. So they'll be at 6. Oh boy. So 8 at 6. And he's got 1. There's 1 hit there. That's pretty crap. So we'll lose another Marine. So now we're down to 6 Marines. Then he's got motorized is not upgraded in the fort. So just at a 4. That's nothing. Then he's got a fighter at a 6. That's a miss. And a tactical, US tactical. So that's 7. I'm pretty sure tacticals defend at 5. From memory, yeah, 5. Okay, so that's a miss. Then he's got his airborne at a 2. Miss. And I think that might be everything. So he lost 2 militia, and I rolled 1 extra dice illegally, so we need to PBE that, but I don't think there's any point in that. I really don't think there's any point in even continuing this battle, because I just don't see how I can take... Those bombards didn't work out, and I've got infantry rolling at 1, which is just ridiculous. So I'd have 6 infantry, so 6 Marines, I can't retreat, and 2 infantry, so I got 8 infantry class left. So 8 at 1 for the second round, and nothing. That's a 6, but we'll say that's kind of cocked, but that can be a 6. So that's 8 at 1. That's no hits there. Now we've got our medium armor, which is now landed. So medium armor at a 5 because it's mountains and misses. 2 fighters at 6. They miss. All right, so now we're past the fortification. So now we've got 2 militia at 2. Nope. Then he's got 8 infantry at 4 now. So he's got 2, 6, 7, so 8 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3 hits. So we have to lose, so we'll lose 2 infantry and a Marine. So that means we're down to 5 total. 1, 2, 3. So we're down to 5 Marines and a medium armor, and this ain't happening. All right, so that's his infantry. Then he's got tactical. That's a hit as well, and that's a target select, so we'll target select the medium armor. And then you've got fighter, and that's another hit. So now we're down to 4 Marines, and he's got his airborne at 2. Wow, another hit. This is so shit. His artillery at 3. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Don't take me to the casino. Yeah? Don't take me to the casino. All right, I think that's everything. It doesn't, this is ridiculous. All right, 2 at 1. Nothing. And then 2 fighters at 6. 1 hit, so he'll lose another militia. And I think that's all I've got going forward. So he's got 2 militia back. Of course, he gets another hit with a 1. With a 1. It's unbelievable. So we're down to 1 Marine. And now he's got his 8 infantry class at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 8 at 4. Yeah. So that's it. Easy victory in Sydney for the Anzacs. Easy all day. Easy. They eliminated that whole landing force with no problems. So remaining, I have 1 militia. Like I said, I did screw up and roll 1 extra dice. It's not going to matter anyway. 8 infantry never got touched. I should have rolled fighter superiority. I don't think I did that. I think my fighters missed anyway in the first round. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. 1 tactical, 1 fighter, air transport, artillery, motorized, and airborne. Yeah, I think that battle was a screw up, but it doesn't matter at this point. All we're really doing is just setting up really for this last couple of battles for the Allies. That's what really matters at this point. All right, so 2 infantry from Western Manchuria will they not? No, they're going to stay there. Because he's got cavalry, hasn't he? He's got a ton of cavalry. All right, so what we will do is we're going to back up 1 medium armor into Western Manchuria. The transport here leaving Tokyo is going to come out carrying 2 infantry. So it's going to come from Tokyo, 1 into 15, 2 into 14, and take 2 infantry. Let's just take these 2 Kyushu ones out, just so I don't have to chip anything, and drop them into Rihe. Probably didn't show that. And then I'm going to amoeba 2 infantry from Rihe over into Western Manchuria. So then that puts those 2 infantry into there. Then coming from, we're going to strategic naval move. So we're going to pick up we're going to come from C-Zone P50, 1 into 41, 2 into 32, 3 into P14. We don't need a strategic naval move. We can just move that up normally. And we'll take 2 infantry out. So we'll take 1 from Adam Tonkin, which will be the mountain infantry. It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I'm going to take 1 from Adam Tonkin, 1 from Shantung, and just put those into Rihe. So that gives us, what have we got now? 6. We got 6, 9, 10, 11 again. Western Manchuria's got 5 units plus a militia. All right, and we're going to fly 2 fighters to Western Manchuria from Tokyo. 1 fighter will fly to Rihe. 1 medium bomber will fly to, let's go Western Manchuria. And this last fighter from the carrier is going to come off and land in, let's go Western Manchuria as well. So we've got 3 fighters, a medium bomber in Western Manchuria. one fighter in Rehe, and all right. Yeah, all right. I don't want to waste. I've already probably wasted way too much time on this turn, but anyway, that's where we're going to be, and then we'll move a further infantry from Rehe into Western Manchuria, so that makes it 5. So hang on, 4, 5 infantry, 1 militia, 3 fighters, 1 medium bomber, and then in Rehe we've still got the 9 infantry. 1 fighter, 1 mountain. That should cover it, stop those cavalry coming across. I was going to fast build a fort in Rehe, I totally forgot. That was on my mind, but yeah, it doesn't matter, whatever. All right, so let's get to displacing some units. We're going to place 1 militia into Rehe, another medium armor into Rehe. We're going to place 3 fighters into Tokyo. Probably no point. And then just going to put our infantry, 5 infantry into Kyushu. But again, that doesn't mean anything, neither here nor there. All right, so that's that. So just for disposition-wise for these 2 battles, so in Rehe, there'll be a total of 9 infantry, 1 militia, 1 medium armor, 1 fighter, 1 mountain. At least that makes it a bit sporting without the fortification anyway there for you, Bruce. In Western Manchuria, 3 fighters, medium bomber, a total of 5 infantry and medium armor. That's probably the relevant stuff. Probably nothing else relevant. All right, let's get to the Italian turn really quickly. The Italians had 7. We're not going to roll for anything or do anything. We're just going to quickly place these 3 militia and call it a day. 2 of those will go into northern Italy. 1 will go into Rome. So where's my Rome card? Oh, no, that is northern Italy. So northern Italy will have... What did I do? Did I just put 2 into the northern? Yeah. Did I say 2 into Rome and 2 into northern Italy? No, 1 into northern Italy. God, what did I just do? Just put 3 down. All right. For the 3 that I put down, I can't remember where I damn well put them now. Put 2 in Rome and 1 in northern Italy. So that should be a total of 9, 10, 11 militia, 2 mountains in northern Italy. And in Rome itself should be now 13, so it should be 14, 15, 16 militia, 5 infantry, 1 German infantry. All right, thanks for watching the various turns. Thanks for my teammates in Pete, and thanks for my adversaries in this game, Bruce, Hambone, and Panzer J. They were really fun guys to play with, had a great time. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll turn it over now to Boston Bruce for the Allies turn.